Only one life left, or else you're out of this tournament. K-Corp versus Solary about to take the pitch, Daz. And K-Corp looking pretty saucy here early on, but that Solary series against Moist also, they're trying to make a case for themselves here.
You gotta look at both sides of the coin here, Jorby, because Solary are making a case for themselves here in this Dacia Spring Cup. Now looking at Karmine Corp as well, I mean, both teams have been performing down to the final second. And I think we'll see which one stays alive here as we get things kicked off. You can make a strong case for either side, but obviously the favorites after that last series against Moist. You're looking at Solary right now to take this one. I
mean, their challenge game was excellent against Moist. And, like, you gotta be excellent in that game when you're playing a team of that caliber. But for K-Corp, they've got similar talents. When you look at Itachi and Astral on this team, and Nolly's really making his case as well. So how does Solary match up against that? And will it be similar to what we saw against Moist, or will K-Corp show us something a little different? Nolly trying to set something up here, but K-Corp were having some struggles getting set up on offense.
You definitely haven't been really controlling the ball here in the early end. Been mostly Solary kind of controlling the pace. And again, this kind of play style you're seeing out of them is definitely going to be one you want to pay attention to. How did they move the ball up front? There's been a lot of conversation about that, mostly off the screen. But seeing how they match up against this Karmine Corp squad, as you see Noli with that backflip here, it seems like they got a lot of pressure early on. They'll take a quick shot, and a double commit for a save is needed as they stop the pressure for now.
I don't know how that ball ended up skipping out of the net off the crossbar, and Astral just wins the clear from midfield. Mike Boy just gives it back up to Itachi, passes it back over to Nolly and K-Corp. Here they come again. Nolly got the touch, but Astral, he saw him turn off the play. Itachi's actually going to get a free look, and it's taken away by Oli.
Yeah, you see Astral turn off there. Didn't want to commit it. Maybe Karmine playing a little bit more safer there, but definitely a chance that probably could have ended up in the first goal for KC. They end up going back here as Solary again are going to put on that pressure, and it's just like that as Mike Boy gets a chance here. Does have the flip, but the ball got away from him.
Tho putting it up high as well, forcing K-Corp to use more of their boost. Oli gets the look off the ceiling, and it's taken away off the board. Tho trying to set up maybe Mike Boy, but he's deep in his own territory, cuts off the passing play. Oli keeps it close back over to Tho, and an interesting sequence of touches there for Solary, but they made it work, cleared back into their half.
Yeah, what I'm liking though from KC is Astral will slot one in. You see the demo come through, just again, bum rushes the defense. Oli gets a touch. Oh no, Astral's like, don't worry, I'll take that, put it in my hands. We'll get the first goal for Karmine Corp.
Yeah, unfortunate for Oli, especially with how good we were just talking about Solary and how their form looked pretty good from the midfield. Then that missed touch, that's kind of where it bites you. You know, talking to, it was funny, Gregan and I having a conversation in the green room before this, says that challenge-heavy game, that's kind of what it relies on. Your touches have to be perfect, and the one that isn't, you're going to get immediately punished for it. Astral did so there.
One of the things I'm loving for KC here is just their counterattack ability. It does seem like that's kind of like their style right now, because again, given so much room to Solary here in the midfield, they let them push up. They're already sitting at 4 saves this game on the side of Karmine Corp. But again, the counterattacks are really what's working as Noli puts a close shot on. Follow-up from Astral is good. 2 goals for KC.
And uncomfortable on defense. You saw Mike Boy no boost. He wasn't ever going to get up to that 50. Tho coming late out of the net, and Oli also diving off the top of the net, trying to come down, just not close enough. And after that first challenge, everyone tried to hurry up, and Oli and Tho getting tied up gives Astral that little bit of space, and K-Corp have been able to throw a wedge right through that defense of Solary.
And now you gotta start looking at Solary though, because again, they kind of set the pace here early on with all of their strong offensive pressure, but now they're letting the ball get away from them, and then when they transition into defense, that's when they look weakest here. As again, you see that pressure, you see Oli with that demo out, but it's still not enough to get past Karmine Corp.
Yeah, Mike Boy couldn't commit, didn't want to force a bad challenge in a situation they're already down 2-0. It's a long series for Solary. They already played a long one against Moist. Itachi lobs one up to Nolly, sets it up Astral, who got a touch off the ceiling, but nobody's going to get back to that touch. Astral does get down for the 50. Solary still having these problems, Daz. They can't get out of their own half.
Yeah, it's almost as if the roles reversed here as this game continued on. Karmine Corp got more confidence out in front, and then of course they got that 2-goal cushion. And since then, it just seems like they've been kind of dictating. They know Solary will have to push them, but they also are confident in their defense because they've been able to get a couple of counterattack goals. So everything seems to be working well here. And for Solary, it seems like now they've got to kind of start from scratch, kind of literally, as the ball's pushed in their corner. Only a minute left in game one.
I think they've spent a minute just in that left corner alone. With Solary trying to push the ball downfield, Itachi is going to cut him off. And there's just no room to work with for Solary. Maybe Oli's created some here. Got the 50, but then again, K-Corp's rotation's clean. Astral gets another clear. A boomer for Tho. It forces Itachi up. You see Oli diving forward, sets it up in front. Mike Boy scores, and they split the lead.
And instead of controlling the ball forward, they just say, you know what, let's just send it. The boom, Itachi's trying to clear to Noli, but Oli's there first. And Mike Boy with the dunk to force it in. They get one now, Jorby, but time's not on their side. 33 seconds left for Solary to equalize.
Need something favorable on this kickoff. K-Corp, they've been able to hold them on the orange half. Don't think that it's going to work out too well for them, and that's a perfect pop-up for Nolly. Just doesn't get too much power on it, but a bump gives him the space, and he gets the third goal for K-Corp.
Okay, regain the comfortability here if you're K-Corp. Itachi, yes, he stays in front of the ball, but it's the 50 that really sets things up. He does get a piece of the ball because he gets the assist there, and Noli able to secure that one. Now 24 seconds left. Just keep things solid on the defense if you're Karmine Corp.
I mean, that was excellent work from Itachi right off the kickoff. The threat of Solary coming back and tying the game up. Another demo, but nobody from Solary's around. And Itachi's going to get a free look at the net. Game one, not really going Solary's way. Definitely going back to the drawing board for game two.
Yeah,
ooh, maybe not.
Wait a second. Oh my goodness. That's a top right slot. Look at Mike Boy go. I love the pass here from Oli that executes so fast on the counterattack.
He put lead in that one. 139 kilometers of pain from Mike Boy. And now 8 seconds. Here's the difference. K-Corp, they won that kickoff and then got the 2-goal lead again. This one's looking a little more favorable. Although Mike Boy's on the far side. He's going to have to contest Itachi. He wins that touch, but Nolly's got the ball, and it's still off the ramp. K-Corp take game one.
Yeah, you kind of see sigh of relief there from K-Corp as that hits the ground. They weren't expecting that last second play come out from Solary, but now things are starting to settle. And they had they gained control, I'd say, of game one. When you look at the start, Solary immediately right out the gate, offensive pressure. Let's get some shots on. Let's get some demos out. K-Corp said, okay, we're gonna have to play the counterattack game, and it worked out well. Astro picking up 2 back-to-back goals, and then at that point it was just weathering the storm, and Solary just tried to get back into the game. Not necessarily a definitive lead here for K-Corp, but it's a good start.
Yeah, there's just no way for Solary to relieve the pressure that K-Corp built. They spent so much time in the orange half, and they were content to, they were controlling the boost. So it's like, okay, hit the ball back to me. We have midfield. And then Solary, just those little mistakes came out. You think about that missed touch from Oli near the start of the game, and then you think about the double commit in front of the net, Oli and Tho diving back, even though Oli was able to recover. You're not dictating the pace of the game. Solary have to find a way on Aquadome to right the ship. But this K-Corp squad is proving game after game, Daz, that it's a new look with Nolly on this team. Astral and Itachi are looking really strong as well.
And for me, when you see, especially Nolly on K-Corp, like a lot of people had their doubts going into it. I think that they've done a good job of at least silencing those doubts for now with this performance. I mean, this is a pretty strong run in the bracket so far, and a win here would be really good for them. I'd even say the same for Solary. A lot of people kind of had Solary as kind of their shadow pick or their dark horse, so to speak. But they're also trying to fight for a reason to be like, hey, no, we deserve to kind of be in that talk for, maybe this is a team that could go to the major. The way they're playing against some of the top teams in Europe kind of speaks for itself, but they're not done just yet in this tournament run. One of these teams is going to go away.
Yeah, the way the Solary have looked so far in this tournament certainly puts people's eyes on them in terms of major contention. For K-Corp, they've been struggling to get over the hump for a while, and this feels like this is them getting over the hump. Solary going to push this ball back downfield. They got a long series to go here in the lower bracket, but a good start for K-Corp. And starting in the opening minute, Mike Boy going to turn right back around on that ball, and Solary not spending a lot of time in the orange half yet. In fact, that might be their first shot, though. Just misses. Rebound, Mike Boy, and it's in. Solary get the first goal.
There's that Solary pressure coming out. You see Tho. Look at this control. Gets 2, beat Astro. He's back post, but he didn't expect it to get that far out from him. He got a little piece of the ball, but you're not stopping that trajectory. The pressure pays off. Quick first goal.
Solary start on the right wheel, if you will, and Tho is going to take this one right off the kickoff. Forces the 50 in front. Up high, Oli. He's going going to take that ball away. Mike Boy also committed, so he's got to buy some time. And he does buy some, but the ball's cleared right back to the orange. And getting deleted on the play was Nolly trying to make that 50 happen. Tho takes it right back.
And I'm watching Tho right now. He looks really comfortable down the stretch. He's not going to be able to get that one, though. That's a clean beat. Astral just to tie.
Where'd the rotation happen on this one? Oli just jumps off where he just loses. Oli was playing real close as third man. He has to go for that. It's you either go or you just run and pray, and he decided to go. Astral, the faster player.
Yep. And that goes back again. That Solary pressure, it can kind of be a double-edged sword there a little bit. You have that aggressive third man come up, but if he can't make that touch and he's getting beat by Astral, oh, wait a second. I'm a shut up right now. That's a response goal. Astral right in front of your face. Only says, nah, I'm taking that one back.
What a touch. It was so close to. Astral almost got his nose onto it. And coming up at an awkward angle, Oli delivering the strike. Solary popping off here in the opening minute and a half.
Things you love to see. These guys are playing Rocket League right now. I mean, you have that touch from Ash with a clean, hard beat, and for Oli to get that response so quickly. I mean, I was talking about comfortability from Tho, but it looks like everybody on Solary is really feeling it right now, and they are not going to let K-Corp get away with just a one-game win. They're looking to respond here in Aquadome.
Oh, trying to set up another play, but Oli's forced back to his own corner. Itachi coming off the ceiling, lets it drop for Astral. Where's the follow-up? Well, Nolly did commit. Itachi's the last man. Astral bumps him on his way back to the net. Can he make the touch? No, he gets caught, and Mike Boy gets another goal.
I don't know if this was going in or if he secured it, but either way, look at the clear from Tho. Mike Boy downfield just to make sure. Yeah, there's no chance Astral's getting there, but he is going to pick up another goal. Everybody from Solary getting involved here, and they have just completely switched up the style, and K-Corp having a tough time really in control of this game.
Yeah, they haven't been able to do much. Only one shot on net. We're almost halfway through Aquadome. All right, halfway through the game on Aquadome. Technically, the players are halfway through Aquadome every time they cross midfield. But here's Mike Boy setting up another one, and nobody gets the touch. Only a massive fake. And he sends that one across, but Astral sets up the touch for Nolly, keeping Tho honest on his approach, and they get the clear.
Nah, see, this is different, Jorby. Oli is third man faking the ball. He's flip resetting on top of the heads. And right now, Karmine Corp, they are struggling to just get the ball out of their own half. Again, a completely different change here from game one. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Solary.
So able to force that 50 out. The rest of Solary are going to wait. And it's K-Corp looking much like Solary did in game one. There's a demo, and flying in to take the save was Astral. But still, Solary dominating the pitch right now. Getting bumped. K-Corp trying to find a way through the carnage as Astral pitches that one back over to Itachi, but it's only Mike Boy who's there to take it. Astral got the 50, and again, it's Tho. Slips it underneath. Can't get the 50. Oli next up. And a fourth goal would surely put this game on ice for K-Corp, and they're holding the line as well as they can. Nolly up for this, trying to push the ball back out, but it's all Mike Boy. He got the 50 back around the corner, forces K-Corp into this endless cycle on the blue half. Rotate back post, back over to the corner, lose the 50, try again. Finally, they break out with Astral here.
This is a big breakout for them. They were under so much pressure. Now they may even have a chance. Itachi shot just not enough power behind that as Tho gets the save out. But now K-Corp, they can start to get back into this one. And the biggest thing is to stop the bleeding here. Because like I said, Solary looked really comfortable. Taking that comfortability away could lead to some offensive strides. Because we know Karmine Corp, they have those good counterattacks. They just need to finally get the boost and get the play out.
It was a good little back pass from Itachi to set this play up, and Astral's moving down the field. Itachi's in the air. Goal! K-Corp on the board.
There's the counterattack, as sharp as a knife. Nolly pop up to Astral. 1, 2, 3. Itachi with the finish. Mike Boy, you can't get there in time. That's the plays we're used to seeing from Karmine Corp. It worked in game one. It's working now. 54 seconds on the clock. They still need some more magic if they want to tie here on Aquadome.
What was that kickoff? Both the follow-up men ran into each other instead of the ball. And, well, we play on. Nolly gets the touch, and K-Corp got control. Tho dropping that ball back down to Mike Boy. Corp all set up. You know they can be a threat with that passing, also in the mechanical department. But it's Solary moving forward again, and Mike Boy really starting to take center stage on these challenges on offense. Hang on, quick pass transition. One touch, two. Oh, he missed it.
Oh, no.
I'm so confident every time I see Astro go up, and now he's got scored on. Mike Boy runs away with it.
You weren't the only one confident. Itachi was confident too. He saw Astro miss. He said, oh no, couldn't get back in time. And Mike Boy said, I'm going to pick that up and secure the game. Karmine Corp put everything they had on that offensive drive, and unfortunately, they could not clutch it out. 17 seconds left. I don't see Solary giving up a goal here.
Bounces up a good response from Solary on Aquadome. K-Corp needed to go right there. Instead, it's going to happen again. Oli putting in another one for the road to game 3. And looking really strong. This is part of what Moist really struggled with to really start to stack wins against this team. They could not, after that third win, really get away from this Solary team. Now they're getting it done a little earlier here against K-Corp.
This is going to be the biggest challenge here for Karmine Corp, because now they had a good chance of getting back into the game. That falls apart, and I'm going to be honest, this is a statement game as Solary take game 2, completely changing up the style, and they took it to Karmine Corp. I think we got a series on our hands here.
The response near the beginning of the game after Oli gave up the goal and then absolutely slammed it into the net with his double touch, beating Astral to the play. There's been a lot of close touches like that where, you know, both players are in position for the ball, and it's just one little touch that skates by you by literal pixels. And man, some of these plays are awesome.
They are. Everything was just so well done. Again, even some of the drives, that 1-2-3 pass play that we saw from Karmine Corp, everything is working so well. But I mean, again, the confidence on Solary is definitely one worth paying attention to. Like I said, once I saw Oli with that fake challenge as third man, if he plays the ball, if Karmine Corp play the ball, that's an open net to shoot at. Oli has that much belief that he can get a fake out like that. And then, of course, they still end up transitioning and they still end up continuing the scoring line. The adjustment, we're tied in the series right now, but it just feels like Solary have a hand up.
We'll see if they can put K-Corp down by one in the series, and they'll pick. Ooh, that one off the post. Almost. Oli was hoping for some goal action there, and he's not going to get it. The non-touch gets away from Nolly, but Itachi's there to clean it up. Oli will grab the ball again from midfield. Here he comes. Astral puts it back over to Tho. Solary back on offense. Another loose ball here for Oli. He does is kick it downfield. He did have a defender careening down the pitch to come challenge him. Mike Boy tries to keep it close, Tho going to avoid the traffic that Nolly's causing here on both sides of Solary territory. Astral trying to set something up, but all he can do is pitch it out to the side. K-Corp, they have control in midfield. And they're just kind of taking pot shots right now, but not really starting to push the pressure pin on Solary just yet. Some of these 50s starting to do it.
And that's been a case for them in the series, right? Karmine Corp definitely have never been a team of sending the house, because every time they do, they usually come up empty. Again, you look at that last goal that we saw them give up, where the drive to equalize, Astral hits that double, or if Itachi is just a little bit further back, then that's a tied up ball game. But now they're starting to play a different approach. Let's cut them off in the midfield. I think them making adjustments here is the only reason we haven't seen a goal scored in the first minute and a half.
Well, Mike Boy stays on the ground. His 50 game has looked strong as well. Really taking his patience, if you will. Really trying to download where exactly K-Corp are coming in onto the ball and informing his challenge decision from there. Not just throwing himself into it on defense, despite the amount of pressure he's felt at some of those points. And Solary now having issues again getting by midfield. Astral going to try again here from the corner. Scoops it up under one. Pushed out. Oli will stay right behind it. Itachi scoops it out from under him. Solary still looking for a way out. Mike Boy might have found it, but Itachi gave him the space and took the ball away. Tho trying to follow this one up. Solary looking, and it's taken back to the corner. Itachi preventing Oli from getting back to that ball. Now Oli with control, flips it over one. Uses the rest of the tank to get in the way. Mike Boy going to screen across. A lot of boost as well. Taken off the pitch by Solary. Astral needed that booming clear for K-Corp.
It buys him a little bit of time, but now you see, again, Tho in the air, almost got that over Itachi. Could have set up a play there, but with the boost control, I mean, it leads to so much more here for Solary. Astral with that whiff is going to take him out to play for a bit, and Solary back up front. Mike Boy looking for the duck on Itachi, but it will go the other way towards Astral.
Ooh, Astral, it's underneath, utilizing the lethality of that flip reset. Astral trying to set that one up, but Tho is going to take it back over to the side. Itachi comes back, setting up Nolly. K-Corp, even when it looks like they're losing these 50s, they're able to repurpose and realign their rotation to get right back into position and with control. But Solary are knocking at the door. Some of these transitions look a little scary as Tho throws that one up. Nolly, though, the tight touches over to Itachi. K-Corp always looking out on defense for their teammates.
I mean, this is the most... Oh, my... Oh, not like this. No, he thought he had control. Tho said, I'm not giving you the time of day. That's mine, and it's going into the top left corner.
I swear, like, every goal from Tho today has been a challenge, has been a 50-50. Like, you can't... If Tho's coming at you on your own back wall, taking a 50-50, just leave it. And then it won't go in. But if you force the 50, for some reason, it goes in. Crazy.
Oh, quick
Nolly.
response. Oh!
Ooh.
He found Itachi, but Itachi couldn't find the ball. It'll go away. It was such a clean chance out. Almost a follow-up. Itachi wants to get to the ball again. He can't hit it. He hit Mike Boy instead.
Nolly got this shot, and it's in for Itachi. Punches it in, ensures the tie for K-Corp.
Look at all this pressure, too, for K-Corp. Look at that pre-jump from the wall. Then sends it straight to mid. Itachi there just to make sure, because Mike Boy might have got a piece of it. Tied up game. Karmine Corp turn on the pressure.
Love Nolly just flying so far off the ball just to get onto the wall to keep the height. Throw an absolute laser onto the net. K-Corp, new life here. Itachi slips that one underneath and a big clear for Tho back over to K-Corp's corner. Astral forcing another 50. He's still got control. Only a full tank, but he loses the touch to Nolly. 2 touches in front. Awkward for Mike Boy. And it's a free ball hanging in the air. Mike Boy wins it. Astral just keeping it away. These little back passes from K-Corp have been so good at just relieving that pressure. But Solary is so good at taking it right back. That redirect not quite on target. Now they've got possession. Tho just going to launch it downfield. He doesn't have a lot of boost here. Just going to crash forward. Again, those 50s going across the side. You got to watch out for them with Tho.
Do. Also keep an eye on Nolly. Nolly's doing a great job positioning-wise here for K-Corp. He's been normally at the right place at the right time. Even now, all the way back there, reading that clear out. As the clock ticks down, you're going to want to watch to see who's going to make that play. Is it going to be Tho, Nolly? There's a lot of eyes as both of them clash there on the ball.
A lot of times K-Corp coming up. Now they're on defense. Nolly back over to Astral, just trying to protect the rock. They get it down to Solary's corner. Tho with the pop-up here. Does Tho want to play ball? He's going to dribble this one over one, and the shot does come, but goes underneath, and we do have overtime.
Again, this is as close as these two teams have played this series right here. I mean, it's been very quiet. Itachi, though, trying to finish it. Astral follow-up, no. Will be blocked out. Good on Oli to get the touch, and my boy going to stop that from being a quick game. No one's trying to fall on it, and Tho, he made sure to get there. He's actually bumping Oli out. He's like, look, I got it, as he moves it downfield for his team.
He almost got caught out, too, from that previous challenge, but he made up for it. Now Mike Boy's just giving the ball. Oh, he flexes in front of the box. Solary take the lead in the series.
He's absolutely massive, Jorby. Mike Boy been hitting the weights. Look at this. 50 win. Ball bounces off the post and off his car. 2 dunk goals for Solary as they take the lead in the series.
This is how they win games. It's like, you know what it reminds me of, Daz? It reminds me of the old Veloce back in the old system where they would just sit back, steal the ball from you, win every 50, and like some random goal would go in. I think Solary's goals look a little better. But, yeah. I mean, this is like just the 50. Karmine Corp have no answer for it. They've had the pushes. But even with Itachi, he gets a free grab in the attacking third, and he still can't actually get the ball away. Oli comes in, steals the follow-up. I mean, just the tight rotations on defense from Solary with how much time they've spent in the orange half. The fact that they held K-Corp to 1, impressive.
Of course, you know, I can see your point there as well, but also on top of that, they have the mechanics here to really take it to some of these teams. I mean, we've seen that especially on Aquadome, and we've been seeing it here in this particular matchup. Tho's been popping off. Oli, we've seen him hit successful doubles. This Solary squad seems to have the package, but don't count out K-Corp just yet. Astral tries to play that one high to start things off. We've seen K-Corp play that just as close. I mean, you gotta remember, this was an overtime goal there for Solary. They're not necessarily, I think, if anything, the kind of dominance that they had in game 2 is slowly starting to shift away as Karmine Corp get more, I'd say, acquainted with them.
Ooh. Still like how K-Corp have looked overall form-wise, though, even though that, you know, the frustrations that they have to feel on offense. Times in the past, I feel like it would have gotten to this K-Corp team, but they've been really consistent despite having that struggle here against Solary. The rotations still look good. They're still using those soft touches to their advantage to create space, to get the ball out to their teammates and give their teammates advantage rather than just sending the ball out, waiting for the other team to react. Here comes Astral again, gets underneath on the reset, but it drops straight down and Oli can take it out.
And you see Oli going for that challenge. You know, he wants to get there in time. Transition shot blocked out. Mike Boy follow up. It's in! Solary score in game 4.
Mike Boy striking for Solary, but it's Oli setting this one up. He sends a rocket into Itachi, and everybody panics on K-Corp's end. You see Astral dive for it. You see Nolly trying to recover fast enough, but he can't. Mike Boy had his target locked on net. And Solary again with the lead.
We'll see a quick response.
Oh. It's always a dangerous one when you're sitting low on the back wall like that.
Yeah.
One little mistouch, it's right into your net. All set high, K-Corp trying to get set back up on offense. They might do it here off of that. But those there. Itachi's got midfield. Astral coming in fast, but Mike Boy gets in the way again. He is not letting K-Corp have any fun on the pitch. Nolly steals one away. That's the only time they've caught him out. And finally, they cut the lead and tie it up.
Yeah, he needed that one. Oli picks this up, doesn't waste any time. Great challenge, caught the defense of Solary out, and brings Karmine Corp back into the game.
It's been tight for Solary all tournament. Really, we've been talking about how not a lot of people really gave them too much credit on how far they could go in this tournament. And have definitely surpassed expectations up to this point already. But for K-Corp, this is becoming a struggle. They did get this first goal. They got to keep it up here. Itachi trying to send that one across. See Nolly coming in. Astral going to back him up. But the form isn't really broken. Only not a lot of boost. He gives up the touch. A quick win, but it's Tho who's going to take the ball away.
Astral tried to pre-jump that from Tho, but it was a little awkward. Used a lot of his boost just trying to recorrect his own path. And he does end up getting away from him. As the demo comes through, the shot for the follow-up. It's a 1-2-2 to lose special as Solary take the lead again.
If you can't beat him, delete him. Mike Boy going full send onto the backboard, giving Tho the space he needs. Just like that, Solary take it back into their hands.
And this is so great to watch because Karmine Corp, this roster, from what we've seen, has been really solid. But Solary are just as they are really, really good at Rocket League. I mean, watching them play is just fantastic. The way they can move the ball upfield, the way they demo, they break down a defense. Okay, if the demos don't work, let's play the backboard. No one's on the backboard. Okay, only double tap. Let's see how we move up the field. Mike Boy downfield to make plays. Everything just works so well for them as, again, looks like another chance. When they have all this offensive pressure, it's only a matter of time before they start scoring again.
They're a team that is greater than the sum of their parts. Mike Boy not going to get set up. Astral has to dive in front. Tho going to send that one forward. And Solary still keeping that midfield pressure, but Astral wins a big challenge, puts that dunk down. Tho gets up in time to get the touch against Nolly, who has no boost, steals away Solary's, but they get the clear anyway. Astral, last man back, has to jump for it. He's missed. Goal!
Oh, boy. And you know Astral's frustrated with that. Only had 12 boosts, but knew he had to jump, tried to use whatever boost he had. Didn't work out at all, didn't have the read. Only with a free look on the net. As Solary, they keep this up. Series on match point.
K-Corp just can't get control of the ball for any extended period of time. Here comes Itachi, though, quick off the ceiling. He's not going to follow that ball up, and Nolly wanted a hard pass out to Astral. Astral got one, but the ball sailed right over his head. Here's a quick pass back to him. Gets another try, and Mike Boy's up for it.
The touch on Tho, get that touch out. And again, it's just immediately. The counterattacks from Karmine Corp have been not as effective as what we've seen earlier. And Solary will just take any moment. They say, okay, if you guys want to sit in that play counterattack, that's totally fine, because the way we're playing our game is just giving us everything we need. So we're going to continue to do that. It's up to Karmine Corp to try to force the issue and make Solary uncomfortable, which is something I don't know if they have in them.
Oh, Oli wins it!
God.
Oh my! A 3-point passing play with absolute disgusting power. Oli throws it right into the center.
The read on that off the ceiling, the power behind the shot. What more can you ask for from Solary? That transition play was beautiful.
Now Mike Boy's got control again. Solary just want more. Said you can't have your cake and eat it too, but Solary are trying for it. Taking it back over to the corner. And everything has just been working for them, Daz. You talked about it. Just no challenge really going K-Corp's way. They're constantly diving at these balls. Every time I switch to Nolly Cam, he's got no boost. This time he's got a little bit to set this ball up. Maybe Itachi can get there, but the follow-up, he's just too far back. And then Oli wins the touch against Astral. So what are you supposed to do when you think you've got the positioning beat, and then Oli comes in from the backside to take away the challenge from you? You can't do anything. That's the answer. Here comes another one just for the road for Itachi, but they're shut down. 1 goal for K-Corp, and a whole lot more to go as Solary have put them on match point.
It feels like Karmine Corp have run into a wall that has Solary spray painted all over it. And for them, it's just been a block. And now we have a tactical timeout coming out from Karmine Corp, as they are going to need some time to talk this over, which, I mean, when you look at things, I would too. The way the way it's been here, I mean, it's been rough. It's been rough. You need like to kind of slow things down before they get too out of control. You're on match point, tournament life on the line. You know, you got to think of something here.
Yeah, I mean, they just couldn't really keep, like, where's the game one for? Where they just held midfield. Itachi was setting up control plays over to Astral. Nolly was hitting sick passes. We didn't see any of that, and they're just not able to control the pitch nearly as well. They keep losing to this 50-50 game from Solary. They just can't find a way to get past it. And when they do, at least in game 4, they didn't have any boost to do anything with it when they did get downfield. So things just snowballed out of control for K-Corp. They got to be able to reset 0-0 minutes heading into Wasteland. This is it. They got 1 game life left.
Yeah, for Solary, everything's been kind of working for them. They're clicking. They just got to stay locked in. You can see the screens. They look happy. Someone's going to clip this, though, for JG, and he's going to be put on a meme on Twitter, so I kind of feel a little bit bad for him. But that being said, I think he's pretty happy with how his team's doing right now. Again, sitting on a match point situation. They played really close against Moist earlier, and I think for them, knowing that they could play that well against one of the best teams in Europe gives them a lot of confidence moving forward. And I think, especially how they've played this series, it seems to have a breakdown. Things a little quiet here on the side of K-Corp, as again, maybe it's just, okay, take this time to slow down ice out, I'd say, Solary, try to get things under control, because this game got out of hand quickly. Of course, you see some early goals, but Jorby, once Solary got going, it was a short game.
I mean, think about this Solary team, Daz. Mike Boy, Tho, and Oli, 3 players that have been playing for a very long time. Tho, I mean, he's been on how many teams? Like, back in 2019, he played on MCOM. Then he played for Singularity, then Guild, and we know the history that Guild has had in the RLCS so far. It hasn't been pretty. Tho has been at the edge for so long, and finally, honestly, like, Tho is performing excellently in this tournament. Oli, same thing, finally getting over that hump. And Mike Boy, who has also just been in that bubble circuit for so long. All 3 of these players have been on different teams and have found differing levels of success, but haven't been able to actually get over that hump. This is them climbing that mountain and getting over the other side, reaching that summit of, okay, we can be an RLCS caliber team, and they look like it today. They took Moist to 7, where it looked like they might have won. You run that game 7 back a couple times, and they may have. But now against K-Corp, again, they've been dominating them, Daz. It's a great story with Solary.
It is. They got to finish the job, though, as Astral and the Karmine Corp boys are coming. Again, not done yet for them, but They're going to have to pull off an amazing feat. They're sitting at match point now. They're trying to force Neo Tokyo. And at the moment, they need to force some solid defensive plays to stop this scoring run that Solary have been on. Noli has to get that read off the backboard. Things from the start have been pretty clean, but you can see a little bit of holes in the defense.
Oh, another pass to Mike Boy, and Oli takes it away. Astro was there as well, though. One more touch, can he get there? No, Nolly takes it away. Itachi trying to follow that one back up. Mike Boy racing back to midfield. He doesn't even get the boost, and the challenge goes right back to Solary's corner. It looked threatening for a second, but K-Corp able to stabilize.
Ooh, Itachi has a cut there. Unable to get there in time, but yeah, you're right. Things have been very stable, I'd say, and again, another chance there. Itachi gets a clean beat. We're seeing a little bit of pressure come out from Karmine Corp as Noli flip reset, tried to play it a little low, got the flip, but Mike Boy, he's seen that goal scored before, especially I think it was Monkey Moon who scored something similar to that today.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was somebody on BDS. Either way, the mechanics have been fire. And I think for these guys, defense is going to be the most important thing. Is again, so much offense been pushed out here from Karmine Corp. They're looking for a way in, but Solary have not given them that way yet.
Nolly had to go the whole way back for boost. Astral was also sitting on nothing. They get cleared out. Astral refueling there, but Solary just kick it right back downfield. Go with control. Drives his way through on 150. Solary are content. They're like, sure, go with the pass downfield. We'll take the free clear. Mike Boy's actually going to air dribble this one. I don't know how many times I've seen Solary just air dribble it out of their own net. Feel like they definitely prefer that hard clear. This time, Mike Boy switching it up a little bit. Here's another one. Mike Boy sends it sailing, but it's taken away again. K-Corp not letting Solary stick around for so long. Itachi picking up the next demo. Astral doesn't really have a play there. It goes back over to the blue half.
Intense here so far on Wasteland. Again, getting creative on the K-Corp side. Uh-oh, that missed out. Now Mike Boy trying to move downfield, force the issue. Good rotations, though, from Noli to shut things down immediately.
And 2 touches just above the net. Astral trying to control this ball. He's still got it. Trying to flip in front. Didn't have enough boost to really drive through that 50. Itachi was given a chance at the net. Nolly trying to protect that ball. K-Corp have protected it and kept it in the orange for a while. But Solary, nonplussed. Only having to make 3 saves. That one's sent towards the net. Astral pops it up back over to Nolly.
Good touch from Nolly. Tried to get that dunk on Tho. It's very solid in clearing the ball out and moving downfield. Again, now that it gets that original carry, able to give a lot of space here to Karmine Corp, but they can't hold on to it. Look at this. Oli again with that carry and almost able to come out on top of it. And now they got to stop shot after shot from Solary.
Oli's there. He's in the air. He's got the goal. Pixel perfect placement. Solary in position to eliminate K-Corp.
I tell you, it's almost a matter of time. The beat on Mike Boy is fantastic. As he, again, right under the crossbar, Oli places the shot perfectly. And now the clock's ticking. The train's leaving. And I don't know if Karmine Corp got a ticket left in this tournament.
Cheeky back pass to Mike Boy. Sends it back across. Nice pop from Itachi, but Astra's only got like 30 boost and he can't get to the ball. Itachi gonna try again. K-Corp have plenty of time. They cannot let this phase them. They have to remain stable and keep their chances. Take the quality ones. Here's 2. It's off the bar. Itachi comes up off the ceiling. Nolly's double committed. Itachi still got control. Taken away by Mike Boy. Oli's got no boost behind him, so Mike Boy has to protect this. He missed the ball. Nolly has to come in. He finally forces the 50. Next up is Itachi. Off the ceiling. A second touch taken away.
Oh, they're starting to activate the mechanics here. Astral almost able to score that drive. Mike Boy trying to make these a little bit uncomfortable, but the pace of play, the speed is definitely taking a turn here. Final 30 seconds, and it seems like the afterburners have been activated for Karmine. Another chance out. Nolly. No! Itachi got a piece of it.
Itachi, no! That was the one! He was trying to fly out of the net in time. Instead, Solary are there, and Oli! He gets another one! 13 seconds remain, and that just might be the dagger!
That is heartbreaking for Karmine Corp. You think they got the equalizing goal? It turns all the way around for Solary, and it looks like the series may be over unless we see some heroics off the kickoff. What a turn of events!
Man, I gotta say, There's nothing like European Rocket League. Solary taking down K-Corp. Moving on in the tournament. Mike boys, put one up for the road. Why not? Stack that score, my boy. Put it back in. 3-0 to put an exclamation point on this win against Karmine Corp. Daz, what a performance and a return to form after that series against Moist.